Rider Japan welcome. Got some surprising news. When I say that, I'm being sarcastic. Not surprising at all. FJ broken again. Like literally a week ago, I repaired the exhaust stud manifold, and then when I did that job, I replaced all the gaskets and the downpipes. It really, apparently, didn't know, it really needed that job doing because one of the other downpipes was rattling, I noticed, and when I took the gaskets out, they were just like little thin wisps of foil, like completely doing nothing, and it was all sooty around the downpipes, as they've been leaking a lot for ages, I reckon. And yeah, sure enough, when I put it all back together, started up, it totally eliminated all the leanness of the bike, which is a good lesson for me, maybe for you as well, if you're new to doing up bikes. Get everything sorted out 100% before you start mucking about with settings on your carburetor, because I could have been, I mean, I liked it lean, but it was taking the piss. It was like popping and crackling way too much. Yeah, I could have spent the rest of my life adjusting the carbs and rejetting them and stuff, and never would have solved it. It was the gaskets and the downpipes that needed fixing first. So anyway, it eliminated the leanness, which is good for the bike, because running correctly, but kind of boring, because I like all the pops and crackles and stuff on the overrun. Screws in the carbs were 3 1/4 turns out, reduced them down to 2, and it runs amazing. I've got a little bit of popping and crackling on the overrun now, but only after I've revved it right up. So it's running sweet now, and it feels more powerful as well. It's more crisp and clean, and yeah, it's running correctly. It's especially notable because it feels more powerful. Sorted. Went out on it 2 or 3 times like that, and now it's developed a new problem. People who are new to my channel, yeah, they will have seen me complaining about this bike before. Not complaining, I kind of enjoy it. It just breaks all the time, and it's just something new, totally surprising. I'll fix it and think, right, this is done now, this is going to be good for a while, and then just literally days later, something else will happen. So I think it's to do with the carbs. I reckon there's some blockage or something somewhere. I'll explain what happens, because I won't be able to. I'll try and show you as well. It doesn't happen every time, but the last couple of times I went out on it, it was really bad, but it lasts a short time, but it is a problem and he's sorting out. Basically, I'll start it up and it'll be all right, but as soon as I start to accelerate a little bit, it revs like this. And it's unrideable, and I have to, if I let go of the throttle, it stalls, but if I just hold it, just give it a little bit of throttle, it will run okay, but as soon as I accelerate more, it starts really erratically revving, so I can't ride it like that. This lasts like 1 minute at the max, and it seems to warm up to a certain temperature, and then it's totally fine. It's strange. It's got to be to do with the carbs. I don't think it's electrical. It's something to do with the fuel supply. There's a blockage going from the initial idle passage to the next step of the jet in. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to take the carbs out and just spray some carb cleaner through the jets and stuff. Don't know if it'll solve it, but I feel like I want to at least try something. So that's what this video is about today. I'm going to take the carbs out and clean them out. So I'll see if I can get it on video doing its weird party trick. So it started up yesterday, no choke. If it does it, watch my hand. It will be alright, this much throttle, but this much throttle, it'll start going crazy. So let's try and start with no choke first. Come on. No, okay. Want a bit of choke. Bad sign. It either starts up really well first time, or I'm going to have to battle with it a little bit. Totally inconsistent. Yesterday, no choke, barely even touched the throttle, and it started up brilliant. Today, it's not doing it. Yeah, it'll do that for like a minute. I get to a certain distance down the road, I just stop and let it do it, and it warms up, and then it just seems to be fine after that. So it's only when it's cold, and only, yeah, initially after the first start of the day. Like I'll start it up later in the afternoon, even it's cooled down again, it'll be fine. It's really a bit weird. So anyway, all I'm going to do is take the carbs out and clean them. This bike is constant trouble, but unfortunately, I'm not trained at this stuff, so everything I do is like learning the hard way, the long, slow way. But those gaskets were an amazing thing to do, really improved the bike, so I'm happy about that. Unfortunately, every time I fix it, it finds a new way to break. Right, what are we doing? Take the tank off. Where I don't stress about this bike being broken is I've just learned to find it funny and impressive at how it breaks all the time. Okay, so tank's got to come off. I think I've got to remove that. I can't remember now. I've done this for a couple of years. Airbox. Carbs come back this way. You can adjust the frame. The subframe, back rear part of the frame, is bolted there and there. You can loosen them and then sort of tilt it down a little bit, and that gives you more space to pull the carbs out. Learned that the hard way as well. First time I did it, nightmare job. These clips are actually correct for like fuel hoses and coolant hoses and stuff, because they expand and retract. So if there's any heat, temperature expansion with the bike getting hot and cold and whatever, they just clamp it the whole time. Those screw down ones, they're not perfectly circular internally, and obviously they're just stuck, fixed in that position. But this one's a pain in the arse. If the bike was reliable and I didn't have to do this all the time, it wouldn't bother me, but I have to deal with it all the time. It's annoying me. So I'm actually going to change that for the wrong type screw down one, so I can properly loosen it without damaging the hose, because that one scuffs it up a lot. Anyway, I'll shut up and get on with this. Unplug that, whatever that is. Don't think I need it, but I plug it in just because it's there. If you know what that is, answers on a postcard, let me know. What we're doing, turning the fuel tap off. Little plastic square in there, righty-tighty. Righty-tighty, be careful with it, it's only plastic, 8mm. Full of fuel, classic, as heavy and difficult as possible, love it. Okay. I've ordered a new air filter for the FJ, surprisingly difficult to buy, I couldn't buy one. In Japan anyway, they don't seem to be a common enough bike for people to stock them. Just want to get on with this because I would like to have this bike usable at least by the end of the day tomorrow. I hope this video will be useful to someone, because there is actually, I've only found one video about taking carbs out of a FJ, and it was a Japanese one, really shit. Bad picture quality, camera didn't move, really show anything he was doing. Recorded or uploaded in fast forward, so not really useful. That's the choke cable. Choke cable, see you later mate. Worth putting a bit of grease on the end of them, because that does move. Just look after it. And then don't use pliers, or if you've got to, be very gentle, don't use pliers, because that's, learnt this from working on bicycles as a kid. You can crush them quite easily with pliers, and then it's like a sort of start to unravel and fray, doesn't it? So be gentle with them. Right, throttle thingies. Just to help me out and not have to think when I'm putting it back together, I've got a bit, this is still from last time I did this is like 2 years ago, just a bit of tape on the one that's nearest me at the back. So just note that. I'm not an expert, but if you're new to my channel, I'm not an expert mechanic at all, but I have done this job twice before, so I do feel like I can just get on with it. Three screws holding this entrance to the air filter. Something there. Looks like he wants to come out. FJ, just tell me what to do. By showing me your nuts. I definitely took the battery box out last time. Let's see if I can get this off without doing that first. 2, 3 air box bolts in there. Thank you very much. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, loosen those. Might be able to wiggle that off. Let's find out. When it comes off, whether this actually comes out is another thing. It's hitting the battery box. If I just remove that battery box, come out no problem at all. No, I'm going to remove the battery box. I don't like forking stuff if I have to. 1, 2, there'll be another one on the other side. I think you can just slide the fuse box out of position. Well, this is a bit annoying. I literally just modified it because the other day it was running so well, I was like in a mood for treating it, so I cut out the like under guard thing and then replaced it with that. So it gives me more space in there for tools and stuff, a little tool bag. And it also shows off, it used to come right down there, so it shows off the rear suspension. So it just looks more hollowed out and more, like a bit more modern. But it exposed all the wiring under the fuse box. So I thought I don't want all dust and crap kicking up under it. So I made a little tray and glued it onto the side of the back of the battery box, which means I might be bending it out of position now to get it out. Oh, okay, hang on, that might be enough. No, this is the stage where you've got to loosen these and knock the frame down. And then from that metal bar, no, I thought it was hitting the battery box, it's not, it's hitting that more. So difficult to get out. Yeah, this was the stage that was really difficult first time I did this job. It'll come out though. Should I just yank it out? Right, hose has unattached itself, good boy. Here we go. Nope. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna I'm gonna loosen the frame. 14mm. Oosh. I've got a torque wrench now since I last did this, so I can do everything up properly to factory spec. Not taking these out, just loosening them. Okay, back of the bike, zooming in, down there. Got to loosen that, check this out. 14mm again, mine's already loose. Other one on the inside, more difficult to reach, but far from impossible. Get a socket on there. That's not too difficult. This got the camera in your way though. Okay. Now I'm going to take these out, and I should be able to get it out of the way. More hose on that. I mean, it's literally like 3mm is all you need extra space to pull it back. Obviously shitty air filter. Look at that. Didn't change it 2 years. It's pretty bad. Okay, so there's the carburetors. Shall I drain them? The bowls might be full of fuel. I should probably have a go at draining them before I move them about. You're about to witness a new invention being born. I'm going to call it Carb Drainer 2000. See that? If this works, I'm going to sell them. £25 each. Available from all good bookstores. You can't say that's not working. Working brilliant. Loosen that. I will say, if you're doing this, just as a bit of safety, keep the screwdriver locked in position, because if you are pissing fuel everywhere accidentally, you want to be able to shut that off quickly, obviously. Okay, carbs are drained. Still a fuel line attached to the carbs. Undo that. Okay. Now. Future reference for myself and FJ owners, bottom tube fuel pump goes to the carbs. Top one goes to the tank. Top, bottom. I really don't know why I didn't sort this out last time I had this all apart. This shitty pipe has either got crap old tape on it to help hide a hole. If so, I'll just replace it. Or it's just on there for no reason. If so, I'll just clean it. Horrible. We've got four more clamp things, just like this side. Got to be loosened. I think that's it. I think the carbs are just held on to the bike, like there. Okay, just to tell you a quick anecdote about the first time I did this job. Got to this stage and I was wiggling about and couldn't do it. They flexed a little bit, but I just could not separate them from the bike. Like 45 minutes, just like wiggling them, putting more and more strength in it, trying to get tools in there and lever them off without damaging it. It was getting nowhere. The final boss move that finally got them off. So the final boss move that got the carbs off was straddling over the bike. By now, like I say, like probably nearly an hour, totally pissed off. Just, okay, I'll just fuck the bike up to go get these off. All of my strength, and I cracked them. And the first move, I think I was pushing down on it, and they just popped a little bit. Perfect, that's all you need. Once you get a decent wiggle on them, then you're winning. You've won the battle. But yeah, if you're doing this to a bike, if you're removing carbs that haven't been touched in like 20, 25, 30 years, you might be up for a big fight to get them off, because just all the plastic's dried and hardened and going to be difficult. That was my experience with this bike. Hoping it's going to be much easier today. I'm kind of hopeful it won't be that bad, because it hasn't been that long since they were last moved. Anyway, let's have a go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all loosened. Loose already. No problem at all. Let's see how it goes. I'll make a video when I do the R1 carbs. They might be much more difficult than this. So they rock down, I'll show you. See that? Those were like in there. Just want to try and pop them out a little bit. Come on, I need to add. It's only cast aluminium pieces, remember, so be careful with them. There you go. This is certainly the final tricky bit, unattaching that last U-ring, what's it? This one. Whilst in the dark. Problem is you've got to open it to see it and get access to it, but by doing that you're sort of pulling it tight again. Can't actually see how I need to move it to get it out. Right, open a garage door, pop a bit more light, help me out immensely. Yeah, I'll show you why it's difficult. So look under there, I'm going to lift that up, look underneath it, there's a hole with a slot. You lift it up, the cable goes tight, and then you can't, and I couldn't see because it was a bit dark, couldn't see that slot, so I couldn't figure out how to pull out the cable. Anyway, could see it, tilted the carbs that way, and then there was a bit of slack in the cable. I could maneuver it out relatively easily. Should be easier next time. Anyway, cool. Anyway, there you go. There's carbs, FJ carbs, got them out. So I'm going to clean them up now, put them back in. May or may not fix my problem.